Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. Last time we did the cross-examination of Phoenix Wright, and today we're continuing with Dolly, or Dahlia Hawthorne, I think her name was. Yep. Miss Faye, I'm sorry, but what happened back there, It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start to relax then, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will. Why do you think that? What do you mean? She's the one. She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and we first met about 8 months ago, right? Here in the very courthouse. Actually, I'm starting to be a lawyer. On the side, anyway. One day she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave this to me the day we met, symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off, but before she gave it to me, she said, I want you to carry this. So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, right? It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. A small bottle necklace given to Wright on the day they met. He shows it to everyone. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What? What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia 8 months ago, it wouldn't have been on August 27th, would it? Yeah, it was. How did you? This happened on August 27th, right? Here in the courthouse. What's this, a newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is someone connected between these two cases, am I correct? An article from 8th of 28th, almost 8 months ago. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Ghostberg. I need to finish this myself. Ah yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seems longer than 20 minutes, though. Yep. Save it. Yep. April 11, 12:13 p.m. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I can't believe he actually said that. Oh, Nolan. Witness, could you please state your full name? Don't worry, sweetie, there is no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything good, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size, and I will bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I must feel right at home. Not at all. It was nothing. If we may move on now. What is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. The honor is all mine. No, the honor is all mine, huh? Well, we know whose milkshakes brings all the boys into the yard. So, is there something I can help you with? You just go on and say whatever is on your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone, I just know it. Yes. I can see why you'd say that. It's going to be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's see what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell me that was the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Hehe, you haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey? What's this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we met before. Once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madame Fey. Madame, I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie. I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Doug were talking behind the building. Then suddenly Doug got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny... Okay. Present. Do I have like... profiles. Okay, let's press. Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie. Can I... Yeah, I can't turn the music lower. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about the testimony? Okay. What? I want to find proof that leave it alone for now. Let's just press everything before doing anything stupid. Now, unless I'm mistaken, I mean Miss Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese scenery poetry. Oh, how wonderful. It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, he sleeps in his best food. That's supposed to be poetry, sounds more like midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I had to walk through the back area. Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I went to the quarters, I always walked through the front door. How else would you enter teleportation? So, who is this Dougie person? Oh, I'm sorry. Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Dougie and Mr. Swallow and Mr. Guy talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Please go on, what did you see next? Then suddenly Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. I stained at the very... Yes. In other words, the defendant inception. Or I already did that. Leave it alone for now. And what did Mr. Guy say when he saw you? I'm sorry, I was so flustered that I really don't remember. Please forgive me. You don't remember? Well, that's common enough. Sometimes I can't recall a sentence I passed only a minute prior. Please, anyone, stop him before he gets hurt by me. I want to go and find some other students and I went to go further. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes. They are all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology student, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do, but in the end I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on. the students knew what was going on. But how could the students have known what was going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what. I don't know for sure that they knew what happened. It's just they all seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more information. So, did the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. Yes. Well, anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling an super obvious lie, and she knows it. She just pretends to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's got to be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find contradiction on this one. Okay. The what's called autopsy report. So that evil lies are not very becoming Miss Hawthorne. So let's stop them, shall we? What? I would never. Miss Fay, I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaging in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Miss Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything you saw. Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony. Looks like we're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment Doug was pushed. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Doug fell to the ground. And at that time there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant Phoenix Wright and the victim Doug Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice friendly afternoon conversation. I'll give me a break. That's why I really was watching them all that closely. Did you not anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Wait. Where do I have this? The victim fell on top of his umbrella. There was a loud sound when it snapped. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct? Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have heard the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, He heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that. If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that noise as well? Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. May I have a moment to answer? By all means. I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on and I was listening to music at the time. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? The rain was just beginning to let up. But it seems as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out. Well, Yana, as you can see, there weren't any contradiction in her testimony at all, after all. Wait a sec, Mia. The testimony just now. She said something that could totally change the whole case. There was light. Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness testimony. What do you mean? Did you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes. What about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now it's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? What? I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thought to occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Schwaller was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Schwaller was in fact the victim of a stray bullet. It appears he says may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually an accidental? Oh, what you did, Ian. I'd be taking that not. I'm sure that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day at that location. What? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Mr. Payne? Well, what is this evidence? This affidavit? I'm not pronouncing that right. And who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology student who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out the testimony of the pharmacology student. All equipment in the lab lost power all of a sudden at 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All of the cable equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying that the equipment lost power because... Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m., which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report. Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electric cable. According to the student, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. However, there is one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable, Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to gain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Okay. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Jan, I believe that only thing that has snapped is the mind of the defense. Oh, that was one of your best lines yet, Jan. Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Jan, give me one more chance. Well then, let's hear it. Okay, so I didn't lose a life. What could have... It's not this one. And it's not this one. Or what? Okay, so I can... I just want to see what happens if... This is it. Okay. Mariana? Okay. Okay, man, but I think we have infinite life for this thing. Okay. I am pretty sure that the Dahlia killed Doug, so let's go with the victim himself. Okay. Okay. What could be... at 2:55. Wait. This? Okay. This is going terribly. Okay, date and time of death. Oh, okay, why would the... I don't think this is it, but yeah. Obviously it wasn't. There's just so many things I can use until it's right. Your Honor, please think back to... Wait, what? My client, a third year student, Ivan, he currently has a... Why? Please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. Yes, the defendant's testimony? He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that the lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline? In other words, it was Mr. Wright who shoved that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution had also come to that same conclusion. And it was that very shove that caused Mrs. Waller to be electrocuted. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as he... the victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Order in the court. The lamentation of my enemy. Lamentations? How I long to hear them. It's true, the defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way... Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The madam's attorney's explanation, she said something that are a little different than I remember them. What the... Please just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge. Of course, it's alright. Just go ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. What I witnessed, part 2. The truth is, Beanie pushed him twice. The first time was into the electric pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Doggy tried his best to run away from him, but Fimi caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Doggy being electrocuted, it all occurred in less than a minute. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away. That's it when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm sorry, Feeney, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it seems, you are. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed your cross-examination. Okay. There. Does this evidence establish that the defendant... Okay. Okay, I can lose life. Like... normally. Mr. Hoffman, here you see in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know, I'm sorry, I wanted to protect Feeny. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? You please forgive a little old me? Of course you won't. Oh, come on now. It was just a little white lie. We'll forget it this time. But please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Of the law. Ho ho ho. The judge had better not be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Oh, got an achievement for that. The first time wasn't there. Yeah, that's true. So let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold? Well, Miss Faye, I have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. I wasn't happy, I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Cheer them on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and that they would each give the fight their all. That's very sweet of you. To be so supportive. And what happened after that? That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chests of the victim's leather jacket. Miss Payne, were there also prints found on the back of the leather jacket? Well, no, there weren't. Madam Faye, I may suggest that you listen a little more carefully. I said he crashed into him from behind, right? I think he wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? That's wrong. I think that was 5 minutes from death at 3 p.m. and the cable snapping at 2:55 p.m. You actually witnessed the moment the victim was electrocuted. I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable. Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. So don't figure out the contradictions here. It's all over. Okay, what can I... Okay, I just showed the wrong time. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. That's the one Finny likes to take for his cold. It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye? The point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student testimony, this answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Sadia Hoffa, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Miss Doug Swallow. Order in the court. This is nonsense. The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the execution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? There's only one person who could have murdered Mrs. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer. Miss Faye, is the defense really ready to indicate someone as the real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Now then, Miss Faye, let's have it. Who was the real killer? It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. What? How can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the real electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Order, Miss Faye. Why? That is to say, Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Miss White pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. How can you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything. Miss Faye, this is very serious. Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say. What is it? Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You talked to one, Miss Faye. Sorry, she couldn't do something like that. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man. Leave my dolly alone. That boy. He's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Ghostberg, you're back. It seems I arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on the incident in your newspaper clipping. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. Location, this is the courthouse cafeteria. Date, time, August 27, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armado. Age 28, occupation lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne. Armado ingested poison while interviewing the suspect. Regarding another case, traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the victim or on the suspect person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what's, like, the point here is. There is poison in here, and she hid that poison by giving it to Phoenix, and she now wants it back. So, yeah, this is... Okay, yeah, I get it. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You better take a good look at it. It details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Oh, so they were dating? Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, really, Your Honor, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Oh, don't you worry, my dear, I have this situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet doggy? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Dog Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you that you should let me handle this. Sorry, please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Phoenix. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear. I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. The answer is that lies somewhere in the police report. It must. 8 months ago, the incident occurred in the basement cafeteria in this building. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Dahlia Hawthorne. Further testimony? About what? About the event of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What could that possibly have to do with this case? The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have evidence that suggests that she's, in fact, had a very good reason. Very well then. The court grants the defendant's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer? Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne. Who I met my Phoebe. But I'm going to end it here. My voice is slowly dying now. So, yeah. thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And next time, we'll probably solve this case. Yeah, adios. Have a great day.